It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. In a world of change, the learners shall inherit the earth, while the learned will find themselves perfectly suited for a world that no longer exists. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by your inferiors. The unexamined life is not worth living. To find yourself, think for yourself. Strong minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, weak minds discuss people. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. He who is cruel to animals becomes hard, also in his dealings with men. We can judge the heart of a man by his treatment of animals. Act in such a way that you treat humanity, whether in your own person or in the person of another, always at the same time as an end, and never simply as a means. Beauty in things exists in the mind which contemplates them. The corruption of the best things gives rise to the worst. It's when we start working together that the real healing takes place. It's when we start spilling our sweat and not our blood. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Knowing oneself, one's strengths, weaknesses and desires is the foundation for a meaningful life. The heart has its reasons which reason knows not of. Judge a man by his questions rather than his answers. The more we seek to understand, the more we discover and grow. Cultivate your garden. When we tend to the garden of our minds and souls, we grow along with it. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Simplify, simplify. Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains. Remember your humanity and forget the rest. The world of reality has its limits. The world of imagination is boundless. The more you struggle to live, the less you live. Give up the notion that you must be sure of what you are doing. Instead, surrender to what is real within you, for that alone is sure. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. He who knows only his own side of the case knows little of that. Grace is the beauty of form under the influence of freedom. Live seriously, you live more freely. Art is the right hand of nature. Compassion is the basis of morality. A man can do what he wants, but not want what he wants. Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. To be is to be perceived. Truth is the cry of all, but the game of the few. The only thing we can be sure of in this world is our perceptions. Leisure is the mother of philosophy. Life is nasty, brutish and short. In the state of nature, the life of man is solitary, poor and brutish.